Bill and Jalen's 2013 NBA Preview.
Something tells me the Hall of Fame mogul isn't about to like what's about to go down.
Mogul, you might not want to see this. Let's try to measure their collective fan base mindset. Here's what we picked for the Lakers.
Now let's see what happens when you're driving with the other guy's brake pads.
There's pretend he's Jimmy Buss.
You're driving along, and all of a sudden the kids are yelling from the back
Son of
seat,
Jerry.
I gotta go to the bathroom, Daddy. Not now, damn it. Truck tire.
Uh-oh.
I
Oh, boy.
can't stop.
Dwight Howard's going to Houston. Oh, no.
There's a cliff.
Uh-oh, Kobe just blew out his Achilles.
Family screaming. Oh, my God.
Mike D'Antoni's our coach.
I'm alive. No, I
Oh,
can't
God.
feel my legs.
But we have a lot of cap space. Does anybody want cap space? That's the Steve Nash trade. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
God.
Yep, that's every Laker fan right there.
Guts out.
New guy puking his guts out is a good one.
You want to save a couple extra pennies. And to me,
Yeah.
it doesn't get out.
Oh, boy.
No.
They're telling Jimmy Buss to leave. You know that movie, right? Tommy Boy?
I have not seen
Why
that
do I
movie.
feel like you haven't seen Tommy Boy?
I haven't seen that movie.
You haven't seen Tommy Boy? I don't understand. This is like the most stunning thing you've ever told me, and all the times
I've
we've hung
never
out.
seen it. Now I have a reason to watch it.
Do you like laughing?
I love to laugh.
Okay. You should see Tommy Boy. Let's look at what the Lakers did last summer. I guess what they did could be summed up in two words: cap space. They tried to keep their cap space for 2014 this summer. They got Chris Kaman, Nick Young, Wesley Johnson, Jordan Farmer. They also acquired deep denial. Who they lost is better than who they got. But look at those expirings, Jalen. Basically, every single person on this team does not have a contract with the Lakers the following year except for Steve Nash.
And he's the oldest player on the team.
And now this is a rotation that assumes that Kobe Bean Bryant is involved. And who knows when he's coming back.
The Mamba.
Is Wesley Johnson their starter? That can't be possible. Oh, God.
This is going to be a forgettable year.
I don't think Kobe thinks that.
Kobe's competitive.
I think Kobe feels like they brought all his dudes back. Sasha Vujicic's not on there, but he's there too.
Here's the one thing that all NBA fans have to realize. Kobe Bryant is only playing for championships at this point. That's it. That's why he's rehabbing an Achilles. He's not going to win it, however, with this roster or their current coach.
Well, that's why they should have traded. I say I would have blown it up. And I would have traded Powell last summer. I would have told Kobe to take his time coming back. Or if he wanted to come back sooner than that, just say, all right, we'll go for Kareem's record. He's 67, 70 away from Kareem's record. So just go for it. Average 38 points a game this season. We'll throw it away and we'll go for LeBron. I don't know what this is. This, to me, is my worst case scenario if I'm a Laker fan. We're looking at 43 wins. You're not winning the title with this team.
That roster
roster's terrible.
That roster made me want to go get in shape for a couple of months and go get $2 million for the next 9 months.
I look at that roster and I feel like I'm going to go to Countdown one night and I'm like, where's Jalen? Oh, we didn't hear he got a 10-day with the Lakers.
Exactly. Totally.
They finally gave up on Wesley Johnson.
You use the term cap space, and I agree. But the elite players aren't leaving their current teams. Melo's not leaving New York.
LeBron's at
Paul
restaurants.
George just re-signed.
I think Melo's possible.
Melo's not leaving New York.
He lives here.
Carmelo Anthony will not leave the Knicks.
Lala likes L.A.
If he left the Knicks, I'm going to think of something crazy I would do
If you're a Knicks fan?
as a bet.
Oh, as a
Me,
bet.
yes. I do not think Carmelo Anthony is leaving the New York Knicks.
All right, well, I'm not betting you because you have inside information on this stuff. Zachlo's sneaky big question is, can you think about this team without asking a question? Will Kobe murder Nick Young? When will Kobe even play? How are Powell's knees? Will Nash get the ball more? Will they attempt to tank by trading Powell and holding off on Kobe's return? How's Robert Sacre doing, just like in general as a human being? And this is a really, really great question that nobody will talk about the Lakers, but should talk about. Can they even approach league average status on defense?
No.
Look at those 5 guys. That is a defensive apocalypse.
And in the Western Conference, you got to go against so many great rosters. But let's back up to the Dwight Howard thing. You did a good job of trading Dwight for Bynum. He's a free agent. You see it's not working. February's on the way. I said it from November to February. They must trade Dwight Howard.
Trade him now.
The hole in their roster is they allowed one of the top 5 players in the entire league to walk without giving him anything.
Right.
Getting anything in return.
I don't think Dwight was going to stay. I think him and Kobe, I think that situation was really, really, really bad.
Allegedly.
Just for the record, whenever you use the word allegedly, I get so excited because I always know something good's going to follow.
Dwight Howard wanted them to amnesty Kobe Bryant.
That's true.
He wanted them to fire Mike D'Antoni.
Also true.
And he wanted them to move in the direction of making him the face of the franchise, the person that they advertised, the person that they made the lifetime Laker commitment to.
Yeah, none of the Laker fans signed up for that strategy.
And therefore, he's off to Houston.
I can't wait for the first Houston Laker game.
That's going to be great theater.
The Laker fans get a slightly bad rap for being, like, soft. People in LA, like, it's not soft. Like, go to a Dodger game. They're more passionate than I think people realize. And I think when Dwight comes in, it's the first guy that ever said to Laker fans.
Yeah, he is.
They were putting up billboards for Dwight Howard to stay. They were begging Dwight Howard to stay and buying billboards to do so. I mean, that had to be one of the lowest points in Laker history.
All reasons that they knew he was leaving.
I don't even want Magic to hear this anymore.
Yeah, don't hear this, Magic.
Don't listen, Magic. Oh, God. Clairvoyant Bill has some really serious thoughts about the Lakers.
That really does look like a Magnum rapper. It really does. Okay.
Well, I'm honored. Clairvoyant Bill thinks Kobe comes back 2 weeks into the season, mid-November. Clairvoyant Bill thinks Kobe plays about 73 games.
That would be impressive.
Clairvoyant Bill thinks the Lakers are going to miss the playoffs.
They will miss the playoffs.
Clairvoyant Bill thinks Kobe, to come to grips with the fact that this isn't a playoff team, will now go into, oh, how far am I away from Kareem's record? And just start firing them up. And the Laker fans are going to be like, you know what? Fine. Because we'll get a lottery pick. We'll watch you score 40 every night. Try to get, 2,200 points in the bank in those 70 games. Now you're within 4,500 of Kareem. And then this summer you throw the kitchen sink at LeBron. That sounds like a plan to Clairvoyant Bill.
I don't think in his 18th season he's going to be as hungry to score and chase Kareem as he will be to get his 6th championship.
But he's not getting a 6th championship on this team. So you might as well just pass the time by scoring 35 a game.
It's just going to be an interesting dynamic to see, in my opinion, the second greatest shooting guard in his 18th season playing on a team that's clearly not a contender. I don't see that dynamic working. I see him being frustrated and upset that he just worked as hard as he did to get back.
Yeah.
And that may become a time where he asks them to do something drastic. Or he's a free agent at the end of the year.
Or trade him in February.
They're not going to do that. They don't have the equity with the people that's making decisions to do a move like that. The fan base will walk away.
Well, the good news is if Kobe Bryant's frustrated and upset, there's no way this will spill out into the public.
He wouldn't do that.
Speaking of Mr. Bean Bryant, Kirk Goldsberry did a nice little shot chart about him. As you can tell, he took a lot of shots.
Second in the NBA in total shot attempts. You know who was first?
Who?
Russell Westbrook.
Oh, no. Is that true?
Yes.
God, Russell. Now, the thing that stands out about this shot chart is the elite elbow jump shooter. I mean, that is ridiculous.
It is.
To be red and orange in that area. We've seen all these different charts. We haven't seen anybody who lived in that area, and that's really what sustained his game in the second part of his career is he just became one of the best 18-foot shooters ever.
Kobe Bryant, as you see, that's almost a layup for him.
Yeah.
He gets you a rocker step, pull-up jump shot, money in the bank. You get on the hesitation. You get on the jump shot. He could blow past you and finish at the hoop.
And that's why I think 6,700 more points is realistic for him because you look at that shot chart, it's not like he's somebody who relies on his athleticism at this point to get his points. It helps, but he's just a deadeye from 18 feet. Your teams are always going to be able to use a guy like that. I think he can play till he's 42.
He was all NBA shooting guard, first team. Going into his 18th year, he's going to be on track to chase that record.
So you think, give me a date for him to come back?
By Christmas.
Christmas. I think he's back before then. Let's see what the Triangle had to say about the Lakers.
Swaggy P!
Oh. You agree with that? You think he's the Robin to Kobe's Batman?
It's going to be an interesting time for Nick Young, who's from this area, who played with the Clippers, went to Philly. Now he's going to actually have an opportunity to play those minutes before Kobe gets back.
I think the Nick Young Kobe thing is going to end really badly and possibly in a murder. Possibly with Nick Young's dead body ending up somewhere.
Get it, people!
In the champagne and campaigning. Let's just say that it ranks high since it's one of the places that you live and you love it here and you disappear for days at a time. Oh! Look at this, it's time for an ad for Uber.
Exactly. All I got to say about being in LA is...
Thank you, Uber.
Uber. A couple of the greatest things that happened in my life were the computer invention, the Fab Five, and Uber. And being in LA, a Uber will be there in less than 5 minutes.
Uber's the greatest thing that's ever happened.
Totally.
I went to the Emmys last Sunday. I took Uber to my friend's house we were leaving with, ended up at some weird party, and then instead of having to be like, oh, I gotta go, and then they get my car, like you just, all right, Uber, take my drunk ass home.
I don't go to clubs in LA. It's more restaurants, happy hours, little off the wall, little spots that play music. They got a DJ and stuff like that. Old man fun on the West Coast in LA.
Old man fun on the West Coast.
Yes, indeed.
24-second prediction clock. Do the Lakers win 40 games?
The Lakers will not win 40 games. They don't want to win 40 games. They eventually trade Pau Gasol and get Kobe Bryant back. Kobe Bryant is still going to average over 25 points.
I think they're going to do everything possible to win more than 40 games. And I don't think Kobe, at this point in his career, is going to roll over for anybody. And I think it's going to be a fascinating year because you have a team that's really poorly run, that doesn't seem to have a long-term plan one way or the other. You have the brother and sister who are now taking shots. Or the sister took shots recently in her book. They're holding on to this weird LeBron pipe dream. They have no idea if he's coming. Like, if he doesn't come, then what? What do you do? That you can build around Kobe and Pau and like these weird role players? Like, what are you? We just saw in Dallas. Dallas just wasted 2 years with no plan at all.
Good example.
What just happened in Dallas the last 2 years? Oh, we're gonna have cap space. Okay, 2 years just went by, nothing happened. Kobe's in year 18. He might be done in 2 years, who knows?
And also the thing for Kobe is his point guard, Steve Nash, is older than he is. And there's so many young, quick, dynamic point guards in the league. Young players and productive players look forward to going against older players. Russell Westbrook, Derrick Rose, Kyrie Irving, Curry, Darren Williams, Tony Parker, Chris Paul. They're like, yeah, Drew Holiday. When we got the Lakers.
They're gonna give up at least how many 50-point games? At least 3, right?
Right.
And a couple like 38 and 17 assist type games. But I think they're gonna play these high-scoring games. I really like Pau at center. And that's been, these last 3 years, we haven't seen the real Pau because he was stuck with Bynum. And then he was stuck with Dwight. He's playing on the foul line. Like, this is a guy who needs to be near the basket. I think he's gonna have a big year. If Nash can, for whatever reason, come back, at least this will be a fun up-and-down offensive team. They got a lot of shooters. And they'll play in like these 120 to 116 type games. Kobe will get his points. That's your best case scenario is Pau just straps it on this year. If Pau's a top 14 guy, if he's one of the 6 best front court guys in the league,
Which
and Kobe comes back in
be.
mid-November, then they might make the playoffs.
There's a potential the Lakers could make the playoffs in the West. The lower part of the West is a lot weaker than people realize.
I think that 8 spot's up for grabs. I think they could get there, but they need a lot to go right. They need Kobe to come back in time, rejuvenated Pau, healthy Nash, role guys to come through, like a lot of ifs.
Is this Pau Gasol's last year with the Lakers?
Yeah.
I think so, too.
Well, he can sign with another team. I think he will, right?
Yeah, I
a lot
think
of teams
so,
are going to have cap space.
I think so,
It's not like they've treated him great.
No. Mike D'Antoni benched Pau Gasol 3 days after he got the job.
I don't want Magic to hear this. As they say in Spain, vaya con Dios. We'll be back with number 17. We are getting close to the playoffs, Jalen. You're getting bored of talking about all these non-contenders.
I do this for a living.
Yeah.